Madder than, sicker than them. Madder than, sicker than them. Dreader than dread, dreader than dread. Yeah, but look at me tell them, say, yo, say what? We rise up on a left them a ball.
What's nation? It's that guy. Every single time I'm here doing these dreadlock reviews, you know what it is. Just trying to fix this shit here. Yeah, dreadlock review, lifestyle, culture here on the channel every day. You know how it is. Not locks, not nation, doing it real. Not locks, not nation, doing it real big out here every single time. Today we're doing a review on Trippie Redd. Once again, I don't know why we're always reviewing Trippie Redd all the time, but he seemed to have made a new Instagram account with new pictures, so why not? And today's video is going to be on part 2 of why Trippie Redd's dreads suck. And I made this video, 2 months ago with a clickbait title. I didn't actually mean that his hair sucked at all because I actually gave him props in the video and bigged him up. So the same thing might happen again today. I might actually big him up. So before we get into this video, smash that subscribe button down below if you're new. Thank you for that. All right, let's get started. Boom, boom. Dread review here on Trippie Redd. Oh, that's Trippie Redd right there. Boom, Trippie Redd, dreads. And he's, whoa, look at his fingernails. He's got, who is that on his fingernails? That's kind of weird. So first picture we're gonna look at here. I'm noticing his Dior shirt. Designer. He's got Trippie Redd imprinted on his headdress in the car. That's pretty dope. His locks looking pretty blunted tips on some of them kind of wispy. It looks like he's kind of got a high top going on here with some frizziness going. His front dreads, he's cut shorter. These 4 at the front, and he's dyed them red. I'm not sure why he's decided to cut them. His fucking nose. That's where he's at. I don't get paying thousands of dollars for clothing like this, shoes like that. I don't get it. I don't believe in designer. Okay, I don't believe in it. This is just my standpoint on it. This photo here kind of showing us that he's been getting his hair maintained. There's a lot of scalp showing, so he's getting the retwist done, and then he's getting the 2-strand twist done on top of that, and then put into pigtails. There's a lot of stress being put on his scalp in this situation here. I mean, yes, it looks fire. It does look pretty fire and interesting. It's unique the way he's throwing his locks up all over the place like this. Is it healthy? I mean, this is a cool photo. Look, kind of looks like dreads coming out of his hair, coming out of his head as like fire, almost fire streaks. This photo really showing us the honeycomb pattern that he's got in terms of the separation. So as much as I'm not a fan of tightening right down to the scalp anymore, I still do like seeing it's like an oddly satisfying feeling to see the scalp sectioned off like this. Because I remember that from like the braiding days when I used to get my hair braided into single twists. It would look cool. It would just look cool to see your hair like that because you don't normally see your scalp in that fashion. But here we do see like even like some rubber bands in his hair, keeping his twist together. His dreads at the front are really thin. So I mean, these are at risk of breaking in the years to come. This photo showing us his pigtails that he's got going on, plus his 2 little tentacle locks on the front. And it seems like he's really switched up his flow and his dreads since the last update just 2 months ago. Meaning, this dude is dyeing his hair a lot. Meaning he's putting a lot of bleach in there and damaging it, braiding it up a lot. Everything he's doing to his hair is really just deteriorating his locks in time, opposed to really strengthening them and conditioning them to have more strength, essentially. You can see here the fishbone braids, and he's keeping his signature hairstyle here with these 3 dreads in the front hanging low. I like that he's kind of setting himself apart like that. So I do like what he's doing here with these 3-4 dreads in the front, because honestly, we don't see anybody doing that. And it's all about finding a hairstyle that suits you, that only you're doing, essentially. You know, this is why the hairstyle of X kind of got so big and everyone's doing it now. But this hairstyle looking pretty cool. I see a lot of dreads in this photo. There's a dread here in the background. There's a dread here. This guy's a dread. A lot of people just rocking dreads these days, and I feel like this is an amazing thing to be doing. Bumbar ass. This photo here showing us the braid out, the twist up once again, pigtails. He's kind of keeping it freaky there with his locks. This photo showing us his hair in its natural state when it's not braided up. See, in my eyes, this looks better than seeing all the braid and all the sectioning all the time. It looks like this one is kind of twisted or braided into a dread. It could be loose hair just braided back into a dread. So this bucket hat looking pretty dope. Looks like it doesn't really fit properly, and that's the thing about hats and dreads, is that they don't fit. You need to get bigger dreads, essentially. Bigger sized hats is what I mean to say. Sometimes I talk and I'm like, what am I even saying? It's not even making any sense. I'm distracted by his bills there. This dude's dreads looking kind of fake in the background there. What do their shirts say? I do miss you, who I thought you were. He's got stacks on stacks on stacks. He must be holding about 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 grand in his hand right there. Damn, that's pretty amazing. I'm not gonna play that video. This photo here is showing us his natural state, but he doesn't show his natural state without like a hat on his head or something like that. See here, some of his dreads are pretty thin in some areas. This photo kind of looking pretty cool. Whited out eyes. He's got like this makeup on. Skinless, a hairless cat. And then he's got his little baby dreads at the front, 2-strand twisted again. And it just shows you how thin it's getting to at the root. Like it's getting really thin down by the root there. Rubber bands in place to keep them there. Cartoon dreads looking better than his actual dreads in real life. And lastly here, come on. Show us the damn last picture, internet. Come on. Didn't want to show it to us. Regardless, you know, I feel like that's enough to see from Trippie Red right now anyways. So in conclusion, this time, considering if Trippie Red's dreads suck, yes and no. No, because he's holding it down pretty uniquely with his hairstyles, his dreadlock styles he's coming up with. Yes, because he's tightening his dreads too much at the front with too much retwisting, braiding, and even the amount of dye and bleach he's putting in there, especially at the front. It just means his dreads aren't gonna last. There's no longevity being put there. Everything you're doing, Trippie Red, is making your locks deteriorate at a quicker rate. So, you know, opposed to somebody that's freeforming their locks, these are gonna fall out much quicker than a freeform will, because actually as freeforms grow, they tend to get thicker and stronger over time. Meanwhile, when retwists grow and you're retwisting them every 2 weeks, they tend to grow thinner and thinner over time. And that's just an observation I've noticed being in the freeform game now and being in the interlock game before, right? So the truth lies there. I'm gonna end this video here as well. And I always appreciate you guys stopping by watching these videos. I do have some new merch in the store if you guys wanna go by, get a dreadlock bandana, Not Nation bandana. These things are excellent, especially if you're out in the north where it's cold. You can wear them on your face, wear them on your neck, wear them on your head. Hell, even if you're a petite enough woman, you could wear this as a top. Anyways, I'm gonna head out. You know what it is, Not Locks, Not Nation. Stay happy and natty, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out, one love, I'm gone. Adios. Bye.
Badder than, sicker than them. Badder than, sicker than them. Dreader than dread, dreader than dread. Yeah, but look at me tell them say, yo, say what? We rise up on a left, look at my